It provides Muslims with a rationale for social concern, not only a rationale for social concern, but a rationale for why this isn't just something that is sort of voluntary charitable, but rather that it is expected. It's an obligation that one has to pay to God. It's not something that one should just feel, well, I'm choosing to be a good person. It's rather the sense that I belong to this kind of holistic, integrated community, and I have an obligation before God to respond to others within that community.
Well, that's exactly what zakat is. It is saying everybody do their little share, and look at how incredible and synergistic the power of that little share that you are doing when it is compiled with all of these millions of human beings. The World Bank states if 2.5% of the world's grain was put in a repository and then redistributed amongst the poor, there would be no starving people in the world. The Islamic tax of grain is 5%. And 10% if you didn't use irrigation but rain. Just the tax of grain, if that was implemented, we would not have conditions like Somalia, we would not have conditions like Ethiopia, we would not have a situation where 40,000 people die every day of hunger.
The third most important duty for a Muslim is to fast from dawn to dusk during the month of Ramadan, the 9th month of the Islamic calendar.
Again, what they do is reinforce the sense of community, the sense of community experience, because the fast of Ramadan takes place at the same time for all Muslims. And therefore, it's something that worldwide Muslims do.
There are many benefits from fasting. The most obvious benefit is that one literally learns to restrain his passions. Hunger is a source of human passion. If we learn to discipline ourselves in those things, we can discipline ourselves in big things. The idea of as a unifying factor, one, it unifies us with poor people. You can pity a poor person, but you don't empathize with them until you have experienced what they've experienced. So the fasting unifies you with people that are less well off than you are. And that encourages you to want to help those people. And people that look at fasting from the outside often think of it as, why would you want to give up food for that period of time? Fasting is a time in the Muslim world that everybody hates when it ends. So a lot of people don't like it when it begins, but then after a few days, they don't want it to end, because it's such an extraordinary experience, and people can only enjoy that if they've experienced it.
The most awe-inspiring of a Muslim's duties is the Hajj, or pilgrimage to Mecca. Each year, over 2 million Muslims from around the world gather to worship God as a single soul. Here, even arguing in a loud voice is forbidden. It's been called the largest gathering for peace under the sun.
Just seeing people from all over the world, from Africa, Asia, America, England, from all over the world coming together for one purpose. This to repent and to glorify Allah. And just to see millions of people going towards the same direction. If you're rich, your money cannot really help you. You know, you have to humble yourself. And also it teaches you patience. You see people that sleep very little. They pray almost all night. The tawaf, when they're on the Kaaba, you see people crying, very emotional. There's no way I can describe it. You just have to experience it. And I was fortunate and blessed